If you're ready, let me know.
Yeah, right.
When you listen to me in my last podcast, I talked to you about the good news that I've brought to you, which is about a place that I've discovered and that we have acquired, and then we want to give to wise investors. Let me, in this my conversation with you, talk to you about how a land of, say, 1 million naira or 2 million naira, can actually become 50 million naira within 2 years or 3 years. When you listen to me in my last podcast, I talked to you about the good news that I've brought to you, which is about a place that I've discovered and that we have acquired, and then we want to give to wise investors. And that place is just by an international airport. So, if you are a smart investor and you understand what land banking, how you bank a land, just the same way you bank money, the same way you bank jewelries, you bank gold, diamond, even a lot of digital assets are now being banked in the metaverse. So the same way I'm bringing to wise investors who will be interested in banking land. So I'm telling you that a plot of land, for example, that you buy for like 2 million naira, 3 million naira, 1.5 million naira, 1 million naira, what makes it to grow so fast that within 1-2 years you can resell for 15 million naira, you can resell for 12 million naira, you can resell for 20 million naira. One of the things that brings about this is infrastructure. And any city that is fortunate, or a town that is fortunate to have an international airport as one of the new infrastructure that has entered into that land or that state or that city or that town, has moved the shares. And it means that properties around that particular location will automatically turn to a gold mine, because you cannot have an airport in a place and not having good roads. So roads are coming. Expansion of roads are coming. Upgrading of roads are coming. Now, this particular corridor that I've just brought to you is even under the purview. The road is under the purview of the federal government. And massive construction, massive reconstruction is going on between Lagos, Ogun State, Ondo State, Edo State. A concretized dual carriage road. Around this property, we also already having real estate companies springing up. We're already having, a stadium, Remo Stadium around that axis. We're already having NYC orientation, permanent orientation camp around that axis. So it means that business are moving towards that axis. And it is a shift in the development that has crowded Lagos State. So Ogun State is helping Lagosians now to discover new places and new investment opportunities. So a time is coming that some of the people that moves from that axis in Ogun State, Remo, Shagamu, in Lishan axis, to Lagos on daily basis for business or for jobs or for transaction, we now have the opportunity of doing the same thing around that locality. Because that extension is what I called Lagos expansion. And the demand, is now shifting to that area. We all know that Lagos State is overpopulated with over 20 million people. And this has extended to Ogun State. So that corridor where we now have the international airport, I have secured for you a land that when you invest 2 million, 3 million, 2.5 million, 10 million, 20 million, you can be assured that within 2 to 3 years, you are having nothing less than 500%. What that implies is this. If I give you a portion of that land for 2.5 million naira, for example, you can come back to me and say, Lekan, sell this for me in 3 years' time for how much? For 10 million naira. And I will collect it from you and I will resell. And I can bet you that I'm even going to sell it far more than that particular amount of money that you have asked me to sell it for. So the smart investor moved toward that direction. Now, the Ogun State government, a visionary government, of course, these have started way back, but we are seeing it happening at the moment. And that is where I am calling all of you for. That you need to come to that axis and begin to explore. I was listening to Pastor Matthew Ashimolo some times back, the owner of Macarius property, when he was acquiring hectares of land around Redeem, axis, that he was buying then a plot of land for like 200 naira, 500 naira, 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira. Those property in less than 20 years. A plot is not less than 20 million naira, 25 million naira, 30 million naira. Not to talk of an axis that is so close to that international airport. So, for smart investors, it is your time. The Lagos expansion is now in Ogun State. There is a demand shift towards that axis. The growth pattern is crazy now, let me put it that way. And because of that infrastructure that is happening, the road, the international airport, and you know what? Even the international airport is even cargo. So it takes passengers and it takes goods. And it tells you straight away that there is going to be a lot of business opportunity happening in that area. So I can tell you very well that with all this infrastructure, you are very, very sure that within that corridor, there is that growth and appreciation on your property. And that is the good news I have brought for you in this, my conversation with you. The smart ones, get in touch with me. Let me take you there. If it is 2 acres you can buy, if it is 20, if it is 30, if it is 50, if it is 100, if it is 150, if it is 200, please, let me tell you this, don't let the Chinese alone, who are futuristic in their investment, be the beneficiary, because when they come to me, I sell to them. That's the truth. I'm a businessman. Don't let it be it's only the Lebanese or the Indians that will come and buy. If they come to me with the money, I will collect the money and sell to them. But I'm calling on my brothers and sisters, smart investors, let you be the first beneficiary to this awesome opportunity that I've brought your way. My name remains Lekan Abioye. You know that the only thing I sell is what? It is integrity. It is integrity. It is openness. It's sincerity. And I sell for you opportunities for you to be richer. And you can always reach out to me. And you will see my number directly under this, my podcast and my message to you. DM me, send me messages, send me WhatsApp. And if you also want to say hello to me through my website, yes, you can send me an email, hello@lekanabioye.com. Your mail will get to me and we can have deal expressly. Let me tell you, the time is so short. Within 3 months, I'm out of this. If you come back to me around that time, I will tell you, hey, I'm done, because the entire space has been sold. But as of today, I'm having nothing less than 200 acres of land that I want to give out to smart investors. Thank you very much for your time. My name still remains, Lekan Abioye. And bye-bye. See you there. Bye-bye.